I want to read some of the changes they've made. Is there anything else to go through? Is that it? Oh, there's more. Equipment rebalances, tier changes. There's also this. So, we have two things to go through. Alright, chat. Try not to distract me too much. We're going to be doing a Reddit recap. We're going to start off with the equipment rebalance and tier changes in Poll 76. So, the first thing we are going to go through is the issue with clue scrolls. So, basically, clue scrolls from the Howled Sepulchre are being added. Poll 76 blog did not specify exactly how the rolls would work. However, typically in the past, we have added clues as an additional roll on the drop table. The Howled Sepulchre already had a very strong drop table, and we didn't want it to become too powerful, which is why a decision was made during development to have them replace existing rolls. We do not want players to feel misled by the original blog, as we know it may have influenced the way it was voted on. Moving forward, we'll try to become more explicit about these considerations in poll blogs wherever possible. Certain decisions, such as in this case, need to be made in development for balancing reasons. For now, we'd like to hear your feedback on it, and we will review whether this needs to be changed. Following more feedback, please let us know what you think, and we will take this into consideration. Cool. So, clue scrolls from the Hall Sepulchre only had one step. This was hot fix. That's pretty funny. But now, clue scrolls are added to the Sepulchre, replacing existing rolls. They are not an additional roll on the drop table. Cool. But it's nice. It's nice that we now have clue scrolls at the Hollowed Sepulchre. Alright, so here we go. Equipment rebalance tier changes. As per this news post, we've been adjusting required skills for certain weapons. The only change since we last discussed this back in December is a small one to the Scythe of Vitter. We've made this item a hybrid weapon requiring 80 attack and 90 strength as opposed to the even 85 attack and strength we proposed last time. Our reasoning is that this will allow purists to use the Scythe in exchange for one more combat level alongside the new tier 80 weapons. Here's a reminder of what we're changing. So they're changing the Razi Rapier from a 75 attack requirement to an 80. Same with the Blade of Saildor. Same with the Mace. The Trend of the Swamp is going to a 78 magic level instead of a 75 magic level. The Sanguinesti Staff is going to an 82 instead of a 75. Interesting. And the Kodai is going to an 80 from a 75. The Nightmare Staff base is going to a 72 from a 65. Yeah, weird numbers. Nightmare Staff with the Orb attached goes to 82 from 75. So instead of 65, 75, it's 72, 82. Dragon Hunter Crossbow is now going to require 70 range instead of 65. The D Lance is going to require 78 attack instead of 70 attack. So strange, these numbers. I mean, okay. Next, we have the Scythe of Vitter, which is going to require 80 and 90 attack and strength instead of 75, 75. And this is going to be big here in a second. So, Twisted Bow now is 85 range requirement instead of 75. And the Bow of Ferdinand is now 80 range and 70 agility instead of 75 range and 70 agility. Cool. So, Poll 76 changes. Clue scroll changes. We've changed the rarity of third age items from the elite clues to fit proportionally between hard and master clues. This has been a highly anticipated change and will affect existing clue caskets. So if you've been waiting to open them, go, go, go. I think I have one on my iron and one on my main to open. So, oh my god. Huge. Yeah, I know. The agility isn't a big deal for the Bow of Ferdinand because you need it for the quest anyway. We've also added the chance to get clues from the Hollowed Sepulchre at the following rates. 1 in 50 from easy clues, 1 in 50 from medium clues, 1 in 125. Floor 1, 1 in 50 for easies. Floor 2, 1 in 50 for mediums. Floor 3, 1 in 25 for mediums. Floor 4, 1 in 50 for hard. Floor 5, 1 in 60 for elite. And the Grand Coffin gives you a 1 in 30 chance for an elite clue. These clues will replace the item that you would have received with the exception of the Ring of Endurance, which takes priority. Cool. Good to know. So, Brophytus Staff is what we're talking about next. A giant size change here. Brophytus Staff is now a free-to-play item, along with Brophytus Essence. To craft it, take the Essence and 50k gold to Zaf at a store in Varrock Square. No way! Brophytus Staff is free-to-play. In addition, Mossy Keys and Giant Keys are now stackable. That's awesome. That's huge. That's massive. Further, Poll 76 changes. The magic defense of these shields has been boosted up to 5, and it no longer has negative bonuses to magic or range attacks, which is awesome, because now it's not worse than the mirror shield in some situations. Fuck the mirror shield. The smoke overlay in the desert smoke dungeon can now be toggled on and off by right-clicking the smoky well. Cool. And they're saying that's all for this week. But next week, they're talking about Space Pirate continues smithing and jewelry crafting, and sold Hellhound heads, increased visibility in the fight case, fairy crane varying on the Isles of Souls, swords to be playable on every world, buy X options in the stores. Cool. Also, this is huge. We're in current development of the following changes, although we're not yet sure when they'll be rolled out. The max hit splats, huge. And the pet system changes, huge, bro. I'm so excited for these. The hit splats, max hit splats are going to be so sexy. And the pet system changes are awesome when they do eventually roll out. Finally, the following changes are not in development, but we will work on soon. Notifications when items are in item retrieval systems, which is nice so people don't lose their shit dying twice. Poison Dynamite, Baba Yaga house camera options, and clan hall changes. Cool. Jagex launcher update, Runelight available. What? You heard? Yeah, you heard us. Later today, after this week's update, Runelight will be available in the official Jagex launcher. Cool. I have not seen it. Head to the Jagex launcher and log into your RuneScape account. Click the drop-down menu to play or install button. Choose Runelight. I might do this. I'm not going to do this yet, but... So yeah, the DMM rerun is still going down. And I believe that is it for this section. Yeah. We just have some cool artwork that we're going through. Look at this artwork. Wow. Next, let's look at the Giants Foundry. Imagine taking someone else's client instead of just making your own, right? Literally right. I'm literally not wrong. Okie dokie. So, here's what we're going over next, chat. Giants Foundry. It seems like they've made some leeway on that. So, we've got some feedback that they've gone through. The XP for the Giants Foundry is underwhelming. Why would I do it over any other method? Why would I use the Colossal Blade over anything else around that level? The rewards seem underwhelming. I like the idea of Giants Foundry, but the current rewards offer little incentive. I get the concept of the project, but the real question is, what will the experience per hour be? This means you'll be earning between 75k and 85k per hour at the very highest tier. So the idea is you're going to be making swords with molds, roughly 13 of them. Are you taking any measures to ensure ores and bars as a resource are not devalued? They're saying hopefully it doesn't devalue it. Adds value instead. We understand that smithing and mining, for that matter, aren't the most fun skills to train. That's why we wanted to give you this alternative method. An entire system rework would take years and certainly a lot more time than what was allocated to this project. It's not something we are opposed to doing in principle, but we would need the proper scope in order to do it right. Why hasn't mining been addressed with this update? That skill needs as much love as smithing, as it's repetitive and boring. We agree, and we'd love to have more content to fill that space too, but we didn't feel like this was the right piece of content for the job. It would have disconnected the Giants Foundry even further from the rest of the economy. Okay, here we go. No, I do not want to become famous. After months of secrecy, it's finally time to give you the full details of the Giants Foundry, an all-new smithing skilling method built by the Giants of Gilnor and operated by you. To access Giants Foundry, you'll need to play through a short quest. Let's take a look. Yeah, I straight banned his ass. The Sleeping Giants quest. The saying goes, let sleeping giants lie, but in this quest, you'll do exactly the opposite. Giants have existed in old school RuneScape for years, but how much do we really know about them? Sleeping Giants is a new Novus quest designed to reveal more about this mysterious race. In it, you'll help Kovac, a giant who's discovered an ancient workshop built to his proportions, delve into the giants' murky past, rebuild their foundry, and start smithing swords for giants all across Gilnor. So we have some requirements here. 15 smithing requirement? No way. Quest rewards. Access to the foundry, 6k smithing experience, 1 quest point. Whoa, crazy spoilers there. Poll question 1. Should Sleeping Giants, a new quest in support of Giants Foundry, be added to the game as described in the blog? Sure. Look at this. Looks beautiful. Beautiful images here. Look, we got a big giant here. Quest requirement spoilers. Oh, look inside the Giants Foundry. Yeah, looks pretty neat. Looks pretty neat. After completing Sleeping Giants, you'll have all you need to know to start smithing in the Giant's Foundry. This is a non-instanced and non-combat safe area accessible to all old school RuneScape members. The Foundry began with a simple question: how can we make smithing more interesting and engaging? We wanted a process that was more exciting than just taking a bar to an anvil and hammering away for a couple of seconds. Thus, the Giant's Foundry requiring you to use all your skill and perseverance to forge swords of giant proportions. True talk with me and Nate? Yeah, sure. Working on a commission given by Kovac, you'll have to find the perfect sword design. Choose the metal according to your chosen difficulty, and work the preform with a variety of tools to get the perfect killing edge. Be careful. Each resource used within the Foundry has potential to offer more value per bar, but if you're not paying close attention, you'll lose both the resource and experience. So yes. Oh, they did have a video on it here with some playthrough here. So the setup. So there's gonna be a mold. Before you can start working on a sword, you'll need to pick up a commission from Kovac, set the mold, fill the crucible, and pour the liquid metal you've chosen. Commissions define what kind of blade you'll be making using 2 descriptive words. For example, you might receive a commission from a giant who wants a sword that's narrow and spiked. You'll need to keep that description in mind when you choose the mold, looking through Kovac's mold library for the best match. The closer the match you find, the higher quality sword will be when you start forging, so choose wisely. Note that the points you gain here won't affect how difficult it is to make the sword. That's all determined by the type of metal you choose. So an interesting Foundry, Giant's Foundry mold setup here. I can't really make much sense of it, but it seems we got the broad, flat, we got flat. So it wants to be flat. Spiked broad, yeah, so we have different types of swords. Zway tip, silent point, people poker tip +1. Speaking of which, once you've selected and set your mold, you need to move on to the crucible, the big stone bucket chained above the river of lava. The crucible heats and liquefies the metal you put into it. It'll accept bronze, iron, smith, steel, adamant, mithril, mithril, adamant, or rune bars, or any metal item you want to recycle. You heard that right. Finally, a way to get rid of those unwanted plate bodies and battle axes. Oh, PogChamp. Note that when recycling items, you won't get back all the bars it took to craft them. Some materials is always lost in the creation process. A giant sword requiring 28 bars worth of material, which is conveniently the exact amount the crucible can hold. It's like we did it on purpose. It was a bot message, chat. Relax. It was just a bot message. It was a bot. Once you've filled the crucible, you can pour the molten metal into your mold. The higher the tier of metal you've chosen, the longer the sword will take shape, and the more precise the temperature range will have to be. Kovac also believes that swords made of an alloy, a mixture of 2 or more different metals, will be better. That's something to keep in mind. Oh. Now it's time to cool off and begin work on the blade. The refinement process. You have a variety of tools at your disposal to refine our weapons here. Use the right tool at the right time, and you'll increase the sword's completion to 100%. You can track which tool to use at which heat range using the in-game HUD. I see. So this makes a little more sense. So the hot / strip hammer, medium is the grindstone, the cool is the polishing. And then we get the waterfall, lava pool, grindstone. Interesting. An example of the refinement hub. Cool. Using tools changes the temperature of the preform, which will also naturally cool down over time. Using the incorrect tool or using the right tool outside the correct temperature range will result in a lower quality sword. If the quality of the sword reaches 0, you'll have to hand it over to Kovac and try again. Be warned that the quality can only ever be lost. You can't get it back again. Oh, okay. If you manage to reach 100% completion without ruining the sword, you can hand it over to Kovac or reward you with some juicy XP and some Foundry reputation. The higher the quality, the more rewards you'll get. Sweet. So they have an example of the refinement process. So we have experience. Making the lowest amount of experience. Yeah, I mean, at the highest tier, highest alloy tier, you make 12. Average XP per sword, 23k. Average XP per hour, 276k. Whoa! 6.6 GP per XP here, which is pretty crazy. Not profitable, but in the low to medium ranges, it says it is profitable. Interesting here. I did not see your post, TaylorMade. I'll have to check that out in a minute here. We've also crunched the numbers for other skilling methods. This is cool. They've really gone through with it. So now let's look at some rewards. The Smith's uniform. Way, look at that concept art for the Smith's uniform. I'm digging it. Look at that. Way, we're looking like a Smith. Yeah, Smith, bruv. Yeah, Smith, bruv. So this outfit, each piece of the outfit will give you a 20% chance to reduce your smithing speed on an anvil by 1 tick, adding up to a 100% chance when wearing the full outfit. This would roughly equate to its 15 to 20% speed buff when anvil smithing. Plus, you get a 20% chance for an extra bit of completion per outfit piece, with again a 100% chance when you have the full set equipped. 100% chance of an extra bit of completion per outfit. What? You also have the ability to combine ice gloves with the gloves from the uniform to give you the added benefit ice gloves with the Foundry. These can be removed as when you choose. Nice. They're also talking about ore packs. Wait. So it's supposed to be an easy way to buy coal in one go. I'm down. Molds. We thought it'd be interesting if you just buy tools to help you improve your sword smithing process in the Foundry. These extra molds would help with all kinds of commissions given to you. Should we introduce molds only usable within the Giant's Foundry as described in the blog? Sure. 8 cannonball mold? No way! Oh my god. The uniform is kind of sexy, I agree. The 8 cannonball mold. So it's only fitting that you can now get an 8 cannonball mold. This mold lets you use 2 steel bars to smith 8 cannonballs at once, doubling the production speed. Yes, that's sick. And then we got the smithing catalyst. Using this unstackable item when creating bars at a furnace will not only have the amount of coal required, but will also double the XP given. However, the catalyst will be consumed when the bars are made, so you need plenty of them to go around. Interesting. I mean, sure. Then we got Kovac's Grog, a brew made by Kovac's Spelt. That's supposedly tasty. Grog will give you a temporary smithing boost of +4. Just don't tell health and safety. What? Cool. Then we got the... Oh, this is cool. The Colossal Blade, chat. Previously, the Hill Giants Club ornament kit. So they've changed it up a bit. We want to offer you a bit more than just a cosmetic upgrade. This standalone weapon that you'll need 60 attack to wield gives you a mighty sword similar to the one you gave Kovac. Oh! Alongside this, we're giving you a specific effect that fits the theme of the blade. Depending on the size of the enemy you're fighting, it will now increase your max hit according to the size of the NPC. Cool. Look at that weapon. That looks awesome. Oh, look at the Colossal Blade. Yeah, no, that mold, I'm hyped for that mold, and this is awesome. Cool. The outfit with the blade, oh, looks sick. Alright, and that's it. That's literally Tryndamere. It's Tryndamere! Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's a good idea to just add it in just to make smithing a little better. I think they can do a good job of it if they make it like the last minigame. You know, they did a great job on Guardians of the Rift, so honestly, if they can do that again, I'm happy. They can make another decent minigame. Plenty of rewards though. Good, decent rewards, please.